Hello everyone, this week we are looking at our national dish here in Scotland, the haggis. So, haggis is our national dish, but we will eat it any time of the year given the opportunity. But the reason we eat it on the 25th of January every year is because that is Burns Night. Robbie Burns, our national poet, who you'll probably know from writing such classics as Auld Lang Syne or The Best Laid Plans of Mice and Men, Afghan Agley, as well as the address to the haggis. This is a poem about the haggis. So at Burns suppers across the country tonight, Neville, you're not helping. So at Burns suppers across the country tonight, people will be having haggis, they will be addressing the haggis with the poem, there'll be bagpipes playing, they'll be having a wee dram, which is a wee whiskey. So today we're going to tell you about that, and we'll start with the haggis. Now, if you're not from Scotland, people are afraid of the haggis. It's not a lie, people are afraid because you think about what the ingredients are, because it's quite famous that it's generally lots of bits of a sheep, and that's true. It is all the bits of the sheep. In fact, the ingredients are, get ready for this, a sheep's stomach, a sheep liver, a sheep heart, a sheep tongue, half a pound of sweet mince, 3 medium onions, see there's some veg in there as well, half a pound of dried oats, usually a teaspoon of salt, ground pepper and ground herbs. Now that might sound terrifying, but you have to remember the haggis was invented in a time where you wouldn't waste any food. Anything that's left, you wouldn't want to throw it out, you would mince it all up and cook it, and that's essentially what they did. They didn't want to waste food, they minced up what was left, added in some herbs and some spices and some salt, and they came up with a haggis. Traditionally, it would also have been cooked, boiled in the stomach of the sheep. Nowadays, not so much, it's usually in a little plastic bag. But don't run away from it if you ever come to Scotland. Try it. It is beautiful. Now, I'm going to be cooking haggis in a little bit. I'm not going to show you the cooking, it's nothing exciting. You generally buy it in a shop and you boil it up and that's about it. But it should be served with mashed potatoes, or tatties, and boiled and mashed turnips, or neeps. So you have haggis, neeps and tatties, served with a lovely whiskey sauce. Now, Kirsten is vegetarian, so I have a vegetarian haggis for her. Yep, if you really are not wanting to try all that beautiful, lovely food, then you can have a vegetarian one as well. And just in case you're all sitting there a little bit scared, this is what a haggis looks like when it's not been cooked. So traditionally what would happen at a Burns supper is everyone would be sitting down, all dressed up in your kilts and your bonny shawls and your tartan, and the haggis will be piped in. A piper will pipe in the haggis. Someone will carry the haggis and a piper will lead it in. It's actually really cool to watch. It's a beautiful big ceremony. It will get brought up to the main table at the head, and then someone will address the haggis. Now, if I was to recite the address to the haggis to you right now, you would have no idea what I'm saying. So to give you a fighting chance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a verse, and then I'm going to translate it, roughly. Fair for your honest sonsy face, great chieftain o' the puddin' race. Upon them all you tack your place, pitch, stripe or fame. Well are you worthy o' a grace, as lang as my ear. Oh, to your beautiful round face. You are the chief of all meat puddings. Above them all you take your place, and well are you worthy of a poem as long as my arm. The groaning trencher there you fill, your hurdy's like a distant hill, your pin could help to mend a mill in times o' need, and through your pores your dew distill like amber bead. You overfill the plate that holds you, and the shape of you is like a distant hill. The pin that holds you close is strong enough to mend a mill, and through your pores seeps this beautiful golden liquid. His knife like rustic labour dight, and cut you up with ready slight, trenchering your gushing entrails bright like ony ditch, and oh, what a glorious sight, warm, reeking, rich. He stands with his beautiful clean knife, and he cuts right through and cuts you open, making all your insides just spew out And then, oh, what a beautiful smell. Warm and rich. Then horn for horn they stretch and strive. They'll tack their hindmost on they drive, till all their well-swallowed kilts belive and bent like drums. Then auld Gidman maist like to rive, bethank it hums. And then, spoonful by spoonful, they eat and eat, until they're virtually overflowing and ready to burst. And then, the head of the table gently murmurs, thank the Lord. Is there that hour his French ragout, or that oily wad stew and sue, or fricassee with mad her spew with perfect scunner, looks down with sneering scoufing view o' slice of dinner. Is there anyone so pretentious that they would prefer some French ragout or Italian cuisine and look down at disgust on such a beautiful, filling meal? Poor devil, see his o'er his trash, as feckless as a withered rash, his spindled shank o' gild whip lash, and neave a knit, through bloodied flood and field to dash. Ach, how unfit! Pity the poor souls who never get such a filling meal. Their legs are as thin as rope, and their fists are as big as a nut, and running through a field, they're completely unfit. But mark, his rustic haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread, clapping his wally neave and blade, he'll mak it whistle, and legs and arms and head sneed like a tapsel thistle. But look at a healthy haggis fed man. The earth will tremble as he walks, and if you put a sword in his hand, he will take the arms, the legs, and the head of a man like he was cutting off the top of a thistle. Your powers, which mak mankind your care, and dish them out their bill of fare. All Scotland wants nae skanking weir like jibes or luggies. But if you wish, her grateful prayer, gie her a haggis. To all the powers that care for mankind and put food on their plates, Scotland wants no watery, wimpy stuff that splashes out of the plate. If you want their grateful cheer, give them a haggis.
And here we have the finished thing. Haggis, neeps, which are your turnips, tatties, which are your potatoes. And over here, Kirsten's one, which is veggie haggis, and the same with tatties and neeps. And Kirsten is sitting starving, waiting to eat.
I've been at work all day, I'm so hungry.
And there you have it, guys, the haggis in all its glory. Till next time, bye humans.